Church into Darkness is a top-down roguelike game that puts its emphasis on stealth rather than melee or gun mechanics. And what really draws you in the beginning is its setting, and unfortunately, the gameplay really doesn't hold up to that intriguing beginning. So, like I said, sort of at its soul, Church in Darkness is a pretty brilliant idea set during the 70s where you go to an island to find a family member who's been sort of integrate into this cult for many years and you haven't heard from them and you start to worry about them, so you want to go and infiltrate the cult and take them, find them and leave with them. And this concept is, to me, brilliant. It feels very different to anything else of its ilk. You don't get many games set during this time period around a topic that was really controversial and in a lot of ways taboo to really cover up until more recent times. And in that sense, its feeling and sort of look does the job pretty well. It's just the rest of the game really doesn't hold up. So each run is different and varied. Being caught and essentially losing all your health doesn't essentially mean that you die. You may get captured and they allow you, depending on the preachers that are there. So that's another like layer of depth to the game, is the preachers will have different personalities and some of them will give you second chances, some of them will want to know you a bit better and your motives and as to why you're doing what you're doing, and other times they have no time for you, kill you, and you got to start all over again. And once you reach game over, you do have to start over again, but like I said, you will start at different parts of the island with relatively the same objectives. It just may be where you gotta go is different. The different areas of the island, you may be going to a township or maybe an outpost or different areas, but visually they don't really feel too different. But what really kind of keeps you from playing this game a lot more is its gameplay. You will spend a lot of time using stealth to your advantage. The only thing is the controls and the tools at your disposal aren't exactly intuitive or enjoyable enough to keep you going. There's so many times when you're trying to throw a rock to get an enemy's attention. Like if you crouch, you will see the vision cone of the enemy, and when they start walking, how sort of you can get around it. And that's fine, but there's not enough added to it. It is unfortunately one of those games that's so much personality and ideas that's done really well, but the execution is just not there. It's a captivating world that you want to draw you in, but there's nothing that will keep you there for much time whatsoever. Like I said, gameplay isn't great. The variety to it isn't the best either. I like the idea of being given this big island to explore and understand who's where and sort of infiltrating and sort of getting in with the islanders at a cult and sneaking your way around. It's such a cool concept. It's something that I would love to see expanded on, and maybe maybe a different perspective, maybe a different style of game. But unfortunately, Church in Darkness doesn't sort of carry through on what its promise is. And honestly, I would give this game a miss. There's no real redeeming qualities to it apart from its concept and its ideas and the scene it sets up. But once you start playing it, that really fades away quickly, and instead you're left with underwhelming and sometimes frustrating gameplay.